Start the treatment, which will give me that help I need.
The difficulty with postcode lottery is that you may be getting the drug that is pending approval and so on, but the decision isn't made by the doctors who are treating you, it's made by the people holding the purse strings, and I can't help thinking that's not fair.
Bosses here at the Leeds Teaching Hospitals Trust have apologised to the Tomlinsons. They say they were already trialling different cancer drugs and couldn't afford the one that Jane needed as well. Now they're backing Jane's own call for the NHS to find a way to end the postcode lottery. Peter Lane, 5 News, Leeds.
Now, do you know where Geordies, Cockneys and Scousers are from? Can you say what type of constitution we have in Britain? These are just some of the questions people have to answer correctly to become British citizens. Well, today, a government review questioned the journey to citizenship itself. FI's Simon Viger reports.
Come on down Wembley Way, where the new stadium is hosting its first ceremony for new British citizens. But how well do the rest of us do with the official test questions? What and when are the patron saints' days of the 4 countries of the UK?
St George's Day is the 23rd of April.
Very good.
St Andrew's Day is the 30th of November.
You should know that.
I should know that.
What, a saint day?
Yeah.
No, I don't know.
You've heard of St George?
St. George, St. George, yeah, that's England, isn't it?
Yeah. Do you know the date?
No.
What do estate agents do?
Sell houses.
Cost you money.
You get the idea. Jose Arenas comes from the Philippines. Today, he became British. Do you think some of your British friends sort of take it for granted how important it is and how valuable it is?
I guess so, because if you would look at the questions, some of the questions they would say that they didn't even know the answer. And I was so surprised because they've been living here 20, 30, 40 years. Right. What is the Church of England and who heads it?
It's the official church.
It's the official church.
And of England, and it's the Queen.
It's the Queen.
Is it the Queen?
Yes.
Right.
Whereabouts are you filming?
I'm going to film here.
I was doing all right until I got deported. All right, not quite, but we were told we couldn't film any of the stadium. Well, that's all very interesting. As you gathered from that, I can't show you the wonderful panorama of inside the stadium from the room where the ceremony is taking place, and that rather is the point of the whole process, but that's thanks to Wembley National Stadium Limited. I am allowed to film here, though, I think, so welcome to Britain in 2007. Simon Viger, 5 News, in the car park of Wembley Stadium.
Simon encountering some Jobsworth, good old British Jobsworth. Coming up next on 5 News, could the row over this crash drive Lewis Hamilton out of Formula One? And the girl who's beating the odds to celebrate her 2nd birthday. This is 5 News. Welcome back. Now, he could be just one race away from winning the Formula One championship in his first season. But now Lewis Hamilton is threatening to end his career before it's barely begun. 5 sports reporter Alex Thomas has this.
Room 101 was a torture chamber in the book 1984, and it was not where Lewis Hamilton wanted to be today. But he was summoned by race stewards to explain his driving during last weekend's Japanese Grand Prix. He didn't comment as he left the meeting and only discovered later that he hadn't been punished. Amazingly though, earlier in the day, Formula One's championship leader had threatened to quit under the strain.
There's been some real strange situations this year where, I'm made to look the bad person. It's just a shame for the sport, and it's not something, if this is the way it's going to keep going, then it's probably not somewhere I really want to be.
It was this video on YouTube, filmed by a fan from the stands, that caused Hamilton's latest headache. It showed an angle that TV cameras had missed, which led to accusations he was partly to blame for this crash. Let's keep it simple. Imagine the suites of the track. That's the safety car, Lewis Hamilton, Mark Webber and Sebastian Vettel. It's raining so heavily the drivers have to hold their positions. At this point, with the safety car there, Hamilton veers to the right. Overtaking isn't allowed, so Webber has to slam on his brakes. Vettel isn't watching and goes straight into the back of Webber's car.
It definitely contributed to Sebastian hitting me up the back, that we were confused at what the other car was doing because he wasn't doing what he's supposed to do.
From this camera on Vettel's car, you can see how heavy the rain was last weekend, and it's the main reason the stewards haven't punished Hamilton. In opening practice for Sunday's Chinese Grand Prix, the McLaren driver uncharacteristically ran off the track at one stage. Hamilton's on the verge of becoming world champion, as long as he can keep his cool. Alex Thomas, 5 News.
Now, when 15-month-old Tilly Lockie contracted meningitis, doctors said they didn't think she'd live to see her second birthday. Well, Tilly turns 2 this weekend. 5 Layla Hayes went to meet her. Her report contains images of Tilly's condition at its worst.
Tilly Lockie loves her toys like any toddler, but for her, playing is that little bit harder. At the age of 15 months, she contracted a deadly strain of meningitis and lost both her hands and all her toes. At the time, her parents were told she may not survive.
At that point, I just felt like I was in a dream, like a nightmare I couldn't wake up out of, and I couldn't think of my life not being with Tilly.
Tilly spent a month in hospital and needed 10 blood transfusions, but just 9 months on, she's making a remarkable recovery.
Mama. Yeah, good to know. There we go. Right, let's stand you up. Walkies. Clever girl, look at you.
With the help of physiotherapy, it's hoped she'll be able to live an active life.
The doctors do think she'll be able to walk properly. Yeah, they said that for day-to-day business that it should be fine. They just think that obviously she'll struggle with like anything athletic, running.
Today, big sister Tia is helping Mum plan a very special party. This weekend, Tilly turns 2. It's a birthday they thought they'd never celebrate.
It's going to be the biggest party ever for us because we're celebrating something amazing. A miracle happened and we got our little girl back.
The family are now trying to raise money to buy prosthetic hands to make Tilly's life easier.
I want to hold her hand again, and I'm sure on top of her wish list she would have a pair of hands, and I want to be able to make that wish come true for her.
And that would be the best birthday present ever. Layla Hayes, 5 News, Durham.
Amazing little girl. Now, why did the tiger cross the road? To show kids how to do it properly, of course. Cool Cat Roger is the latest character to warn children to stop, look and listen. And he's created by ventriloquist Brian Chamberlain. Here's today's Your News.
My friend Roger would like a little chat with the children. Are you ready?
Yes, of course I am. I'm Roger. I'm very fond of children. Not enough has been said lately about the danger of increasing motor cars when trying to cross the road. Now, children, always look both ways when crossing the road. Wait till the way is clear. My motto is LVW, look both ways. Have you finished? Yes, of course I have.
And good luck to Brian and Roger. And if there's an issue that's important to you, why not film it and send it in? Details on how to do so are on our website. There's the address 5.tv/news. If you were ever under the impression that women are the fairer sex, well, roller derby might make you think again. It's the latest all-girl, full-contact sport to take off in the UK. We told 5's Ruth Liptrot to get her skates on.
It's got skates, skirts and skirmishes. Get out of the way or the London roller girls will knock you over.
It's a full contact race, and basically we have an oval track with two teams of 5 girls. 4 girls from each team are in the pack, 2 girls are the jammers and they can score points. And basically the pack takes off and the jammers have to fight their way through the pack as many times as they can, scoring points by passing members of the opposing team.
Sounds quite violent, is it?
It can be.
The sport is huge in the States, but is rapidly growing in popularity here. And as they're looking for new members, get your skates on, Lippy. Thought I'd better have a practice on my own first, though. But for those who can actually do it, what's the appeal?
How much
much is the character that you create part of the sport?
It is. It's fun to play up on something, and have that. And I think it does sort of, travel into your real life as well, to a certain extent.
Are you a kitty in real life?
I think so, yeah.
It's a really interesting bunch of people that tend to do it, and because it's something quite different, and the outfits are quite outrageous sometimes, and the people who do it tend to be really strong, independent women.
I'm strong, I'm independent, and I was managing not to fall over.
Am I going too fast?
No.
Oh, good. I'm flattering myself. Of course I'm not going too fast.
But I did have an issue with my toes.
I've got cramp in my toe.
So could I make the team? Probably not. Ruth Liptrot, 5 News.
Scary. In a moment, Lara's here with the weather. First, tonight's main news. BBC One controller Peter Fincham has resigned after a report criticised a controversial trailer edited to show the Queen storming out of a photo shoot. And that's the news. I'm back with more in an hour, 7 o'clock. Do join me then. Until then, from me and the team, bye-bye. I've been reporting on the news for the best part of 40 years. Now it's not just the professionals doing it, everyone's doing it. And they send us all kinds of things.
I'm sitting on a bench which was made and painted by our own young people.
I now don't judge myself by what I see in the mirror.
This is our video conferencing. We use it to contact other schools, including China.
Here on 5, we want your news. If you've got a story, then make us a video on a webcam, mobile phone, camera or camcorder and send it to us. All of the details are on our website.
It's great. They get things off their chest. We put their stories on the news.
Oh, QuickFit Mobile, getting you through the weather.
Hello, the week may have got off to a miserable start, but at least it's sorted itself out in time for the weekend. At the moment, clear skies around for most of us. The odd shower for parts of Scotland and Ireland, and overnight some fog developing for many central parts. You can see that on these 6 a.m. maps, temperatures down to about 7 degrees, but throughout the morning the fog's disappearing, the temperatures are picking up, and all in all it's not looking bad. Lots of sunshine around, unless you're in the north of Scotland or some parts of Northern Ireland where there is some more wet weather to come. Those temperatures up to about 17 degrees. By Sunday, it's looking more overcast. Some rain around for much of the north and the east, and temperatures up to about 17. That's it for now. Bye-bye.
Premium tyres from QuickFit. Getting you through the weather.
Get daily weather forecasts for your area sent directly to your mobile by signing up for 5's weather service. To sign up, text the word weather, followed by a space, and the first part of your postcode to 82100.